Here are 4 ways to turn off your iPhone for new iPhones. After this, we're going to go over how to turn off for old iPhones. So let's get right into it. So you hold the up button and the off button, because you know this is the button that you click to turn the screen off. So you hold those two, and you see in like 1 second, slide to power off. You just slide that off, and now, boom, your phone is off. And we turn it back on by holding the power button, and it takes a couple seconds for it to power back on. Way number 2 is super easy. It skips all the buttons. It's to tell Siri to turn off your iPhone for you. Hey Siri, turn off iPhone.
You'll need to, just to confirm, you want to power off this device?
Yes. See? It's turned off. I didn't have to touch a single button. I just tell Siri to turn it off. But sadly, I can't tell Siri to turn it back on. Like, hey Siri, turn back on the iPhone. Hey Siri, turn on the iPhone. It's off, so it doesn't work that way. So you have to press the button again to turn it back on. And if you try this on your iPhone, but your Siri doesn't work, you have to set up Siri in settings, and that will be for another video. Way 3 is also super simple. You go into settings, you scroll down to general, and in general, you scroll down all the way to the bottom to where it says shut down. You press shut down and you see where it says slide to power off. You slide to power off, and now the phone's off again. The 4th way, while it's not technically turning off, it does restart your phone, which involves turning it off and then turning it back on. So you go into this button right here. You go down to accessibility, and in accessibility, you go down to touch. You go turn on assistive touch. Customization, we don't want to customize it right now, but you set one of these to restart. So we're going to change the single tap to restart, which is right down here, because sadly there's no turn off button. There's just lock screen, lock rotation, and home, which I don't really care for. So we're going to go to restart. And now the single tap for this guy, this assistive touch button, will restart the phone. Watch this. Do you want to restart your phone? Yes, restart the phone. See? So the phone's off, and it should restart itself, but it takes forever. There you go. Restart. That was like, what, just a few seconds? I'm going to go into settings. I'm going to go down to accessibility. I'm going to go down to touch. Assistive touch, I'm going to turn that off so I don't accidentally restart my phone again. So those are the 4 major ways on iPhone, the newer ones. But there's technically, I think, a 5th one which involves shortcuts, which we're not going to do right now. We're going to move on to the older models. So let's say you have an iPhone 8 or older, like iPhones 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a little bit easier because you don't have to hold 2 buttons. You don't have to hold the up volume and the off button. You literally just hold the off button like that and slide to power off. The issue with the older phones is that Siri doesn't seem to work. For example, on this iPhone 7, I'm going to ask Siri to turn off the phone. Hey Siri, turn off the phone.
Just to confirm, you want to...
Hey Siri, turn off the phone.
I'm sorry.
Shut down.
Nice talking with you.
This Siri doesn't really shut down on the older phones. And the second way on older phones is still also, if you go into settings, you go into general, you go all the way to the bottom. The shutdown button is right there. You slide to power off. To save time, we're just not gonna slide that off, but you see it. The 3rd way is technically, you go to accessibility, you go to touch, you go to assistive touch on, and then you do a single tap for restart. And just by tapping once, boom, now the phone will turn off and restart. Do you want to restart your phone? Yes. While the newer iPhones have 4 or 5 ways, if you involve other paths, the older ones seem to only have 3 ways to technically restart and turn off your phones. If you got value from this video, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn the notification bell on so you get notified when new videos are released. Thank you so much for watching. I'm your host, Jack, and this is Everyday Apple Living, your guide to living with Apple every day. If you do subscribe to the channel, you get notified when new videos are released, and they will always be Apple related. Whether it's Apple News, Apple Tips, Apple Insights, overall things to make your life better. Because I firmly believe that anything that we buy, any tech that we buy should make our life better, not worse. It should always increase our enjoyment of life. So if these tips, these insights, these hacks, or these usages of the Apple software, like for example with the different ways to turn off your iPhone, if this truly helped you, consider subscribing to the channel because more videos in the future will be on these topics. At the time of recording this video, I'm at 1,294 subscribers. We are 6 subscribers away from reaching 1,300 subscribers. So please subscribe to the channel, help me reach that number, but also help me reach my big goal of 1 million subscribers. I want to be able to do YouTube full time, and having more subscribers helps with that. Also, by liking the video and leaving a comment as to your favorite part of this video or what you want to see in future videos, it helps with YouTube's algorithm, letting YouTube know that people like this video, and it pushes the video in front of more people. Which is why just smashing the like button is cool, but leaving a comment, watching the video through to the end is even cooler. See you in the next video, and cut.